Okay, guys, settle down. Welcome to Playoffs 101. That's this week's topic here as we count down to kickoff week 9. This is the time of year where now everybody is trying to figure out who's going to be in the postseason and who's going to be left on the outside looking in. In just a few short weeks, 41 teams from District 1 will be reduced down to 16, and we're here today to figure out who is going to be in that field of 16. First, let's start off with the field as it is right now. Let's look at the playoff standings after 8 weeks in District 1. So here's a look at the top 8 teams on the left side going into Week 9. Pennsbury, North Penn, Ridley, and Neshaminy are the top 4. Downingtown West, followed by Garnet Valley, and then Avon Grove and Norristown tied for 7th. On the right side, the bottom 8, Downingtown East, Council Rock South, Abington, Quakertown, Council Rock North, Pencrest, and a tie for the last place with Conestoga and Unionville. And then the 4 teams looking to get in. Perk Valley, Coatesville, and Glen Mills tied at 17th, and Souderton in 20th. Whoa. Hey, guys, come on. We want to pay attention now because this is the part where we're going to tell you what the situations are for every team in the area and how they're going to need to get into the playoffs. So get out your pen and paper and take some notes. Here's an easy one. These are the Stone Cold Mortal locks in no matter what. The top 8 teams: Pennsbury, North Penn, Ridley, Downingtown West, Norristown, Neshaminy, Garnet Valley, and Avon Grove are all in even if they lose their final 2 games of the year. Now these teams need to win just one of their final 2 games and they're in. Downingtown East, Council Rock South, and Abington. 1 win gets them in. Okay, now it's going to get a little tough, so pay attention. This team, 1 win, but with a little bit of help gets in. That's Quakertown. They need to win one of their final 2 games of the season and need to get a loss from either Council Rock North, Conestoga, Coatesville, Perk Valley, or Glen Mills in any of their final 2 games, and Quakertown is in the field of 16. Okay, class, now take out your eraser and get rid of what's at the top of your sheet, but keep the 5 teams on the bottom there. These are 5 teams that control their own destiny. If they win both of their final games, they are in no matter what. Rock North, Conestoga, Coatesville, Perk Valley, and Glen Mills. Okay, now time for some fun. Here's teams that need a little help, including 2 wins. First, Unionville. After winning 2 games, they're going to need a loss from Perk Valley or a loss to Council Rock North against Council Rock South. If Rock North loses to Truman and beats Rock South, they knock Unionville out. On to Pencrest. 2 wins coupled with a combined 2 losses from either Coatesville, Glen Mills, and Perk Valley over their final games of the year. Souderton needs the most help. They're going to need to win their final 2 games of the season, and they need losses from either Unionville, Pencrest, or Council Rock North against Council Rock South. So that's the scenarios for those teams that are on the bubble or already into the postseason. At this point now, we're going to put our reputation on the line. If you remember, last year, we correctly predicted 14 out of the 16 teams that would make the postseason with 2 weeks to go in the regular season. We're going to try to do a little better this time. Here's a look at what we think is going to happen. Okay, drum roll please. Here's the projected field of 16. The top seed will be Pennsbury, and they will play Souderton, who will sneak into the playoffs. North Penn gets the number 2 seed. They'll play Unionville as the 15. Downingtown East is the 8 seed, playing their Chestmont rival Avon Grove, who garners the 9. Number 7 is Garnet Valley. They'll play the 10th seed, Council Rock North. Norristown grabs the 5 spot. Conestoga rolls in at number 12. Ridley is number 3 against the 14 seed Abington. Downingtown West gets number 4. They'll play the 13 seed Quakertown. And number 6 Neshaminy will play their league rival Council Rock South for a second time as they grab number 11. So there it is. That's your field of 16. Okay, folks, looks like you've done a nice job of taking notes and everybody knows what the scenarios are going into the final 2 weeks of the season, which should be pretty exciting. Coming up this Friday night on WNPV, AM 1440, and on the web at WNPV1440.com, it's the Souderton Big Red hosting the Central Bucks East Patriots in a Continental Conference matchup with playoff implications for the Big Red. On the internet at WNPV1440.com, the second game of our doubleheader can be heard. It's the North Penn Knights hosting the Hatboro Horsham Hatters. And of course, after those games are done, you can tune in to the WNPV Intelligencer post-game scoreboard show, where we'll bring you up to date of all the scores from around the area, as well as the latest playoff standings as we go into the final couple weeks of the season. And of course, the big reminder here, folks, the final exam for all the notes you've been taking will take place at 11:30 p.m., 2 Fridays from now on the WNPV Intelligencer Scoreboard Selection Show, where we will reveal the field of 16 for the District 1 Quad A playoffs. Hope you've enjoyed this look at the playoff picture in District 1. I'm Kyle Berger, and I'll talk to you Friday night from Souderton.